The African Rift Valley is a vast geological trench extending across a diverse landscape. The formation of the Rift Valley is attributed to significant tectonic activity. Tectonic activity in the Rift Valley has created diverse habitats. The geological trench provides a unique environment for various species. The Rift Valley serves as a natural laboratory for studying geological processes and biodiversity. Tectonic plate movements are the primary forces behind the formation of the Rift Valley. Fault lines are created as the Earth's crust fractures due to tectonic stress. Volcanic activity is common along the Rift Valley due to the thinning crust. The Rift Valley is a result of continuous geological processes over millions of years. Climate models simulate weather patterns from 7 million years ago. These models accurately depict rainfall distribution during that era. Temperature fluctuations are also represented in the climate simulations. Simulations capture seasonal changes, including shifts in weather patterns. The models provide insights into past climate conditions. These simulations help scientists understand long-term climate trends. The Rift Valley is home to a variety of plant species adapted to its unique climate. Grasses are a common plant type found throughout the Rift Valley. Shrubs also thrive in the Rift Valley, contributing to the region's biodiversity. Early forms of trees are present, indicating the evolution of plant life in the Rift Valley. The Rift Valley is home to a diverse range of animal species. Early mammals are among the fauna found in the Rift Valley. The Rift Valley's bird, reptile, and insect populations contribute to a complex food web. These diverse species interact within a complex ecosystem. Early primates adapted to the Rift Valley environment through arboreal locomotion and dietary specialization. Early ungulates evolved specialized teeth and digestive systems to process tough vegetation in the Rift Valley. Carnivores in the Rift Valley developed sharp teeth and claws for hunting prey in diverse habitats. The Rift Valley's diverse environments drove adaptive radiation in early mammalian lineages. Fossil evidence from the Rift Valley provides insights into the evolution and diversification of early mammals. Diverse bird species populate the Rift Valley. Some bird species in the Rift Valley are migratory. Birds play a crucial role in pollination within the Rift Valley ecosystem. Seed dispersal is another important function performed by birds. The Rift Valley's avian inhabitants contribute significantly to its ecological balance. Reptiles and insects are integral components of warm climate ecosystems. Both reptiles and insects exhibit adaptations suited to warmer environments. These creatures contribute significantly to the biodiversity of their respective ecosystems. The presence of reptiles and insects indicates a healthy and balanced ecosystem. Hominid evolution traces the lineage of early human ancestors through animated sequences. Key anatomical changes during hominid evolution are visually demonstrated through animated skeletal models. Bipedalism, increased cranial capacity, and tool use are significant evolutionary milestones in hominid development. The evolutionary journey from early hominids to modern humans involved gradual adaptation and diversification. Fossil evidence indicates the presence of various hominid species in the Rift Valley. These species are identified and characterized based on physical attributes preserved in fossil remains. Reconstructed hominid skulls showcase variations in cranial capacity and facial structure. Dental morphology provides insights into the dietary habits of early hominids. Limb bone structure reveals information about bipedalism and locomotion capabilities. The physical characteristics of these hominids are depicted through artistic renderings based on scientific data. Bipedalism refers to the ability to walk upright on two legs. Early hominids developed bipedalism as an adaptation for survival. One advantage of bipedalism is an expanded field of vision, allowing for spotting predators or resources. Bipedalism frees the hands for carrying food, tools, and offspring. Upright posture reduces the body surface area exposed to direct sunlight, aiding in thermoregulation. Bipedal locomotion is more energy efficient for long-distance travel compared to quadrupedalism. Early hominid diets consisted of various food sources available in their environment. Fruits provided essential sugars and vitamins for early hominids. Roots offered a source of carbohydrates and minerals. Insects were a readily available source of protein and fats. Small animals provided a high-quality source of protein and essential nutrients. The availability and nutritional value of these food sources influenced the development and survival of early hominids. Early hominids demonstrated increased cognitive abilities through the use of simple stone tools. Evidence of early tool use provides insights into the cognitive development of hominid species. Simple stone tools represent a crucial step in the technological and cognitive evolution of early humans. The creation and utilization of tools required planning, dexterity, and an understanding of cause and effect. Analysis of these tools reveals information about the diet, hunting strategies, and social structures of early hominid groups. Early hominid social structure research explores group size dynamics. Hierarchical structures within early hominid groups are a key area of investigation. Cooperation among early hominids is studied to understand social dynamics and survival strategies. Hypotheses about early hominid social structure are tested using archaeological and anthropological data. Group size affects resource availability and competition within hominid societies. Social hierarchies influence access to mates and reproductive success in early hominids. Early hominids in the Rift Valley preferred habitats such as woodlands, grasslands, and areas near water sources. Woodlands provided early hominids with shelter and resources such as fruits and insects. Grasslands offered opportunities for hunting and foraging for seeds and roots. Proximity to water sources was crucial for hydration and access to aquatic resources. The combination of these habitats supported the survival and development of early hominid populations. Habitat selection played a key role in the evolutionary success of early hominids. Early hominids faced constant threats from large predators such as big cats and hyenas. Survival depended on the development of strategies to avoid or confront these predators. Early hominids developed tools and weapons for defense and hunting, increasing their chances of survival. Group living and communication played a crucial role in detecting and responding to predator threats. Early hominids faced various environmental challenges, including droughts that significantly impacted their survival. Floods posed another major threat, disrupting habitats and causing resource scarcity for hominid populations. Competition for limited resources, such as food and water, intensified the struggle for existence among early hominids. These environmental pressures significantly influenced the evolutionary trajectory and adaptive strategies of early hominids. The ability to adapt to changing environmental conditions was crucial for the survival and propagation of hominid species. Early hominids adapted to environmental challenges through migration. Tool use was a crucial adaptation strategy for early hominids. Social cooperation enhanced survival rates for early hominid groups. Adaptation strategies allowed early hominids to thrive in diverse environments. These adaptive behaviors reflect the resourcefulness of early hominids in response to environmental pressures. Fossil sites within the Rift Valley provide crucial evidence of hominid evolution. Hominid remains discovered in the Rift Valley offer insights into early human ancestors. Artifacts found alongside hominid fossils provide information about early tool use and cultural practices. The geological context of fossil finds helps determine their age and evolutionary significance. Dating techniques, such as radiometric dating, are used to accurately determine the age of fossils. The Rift Valley's unique geological history has preserved a rich record of hominid evolution. Radiometric dating measures the decay of radioactive isotopes to determine the absolute age of a sample. Carbon-14 dating is used for organic materials, measuring the remaining C14 to estimate the time since the organism died. Stratigraphy uses the layering of rock strata to determine relative ages, with deeper layers generally being older. Index fossils, widely distributed and short-lived, help correlate and date rock layers across different locations. Hominid skeletons are visually reconstructed from fossil fragments to understand their anatomy. The reconstruction process involves piecing together fragmented bones to create a complete anatomical model. Skeletal reconstructions provide insights into the size, posture, and physical characteristics of early hominids. Advanced imaging techniques and computer modeling aid in accurate skeletal reconstruction. Comparative anatomy uses reconstructed skeletons to analyze evolutionary relationships between different hominid species. Reconstructed hominid skeletons offer a tangible representation of human evolution and ancestral origins. Dental remains provide insights into the dietary habits of early hominids. Microscopic analysis of dental microwear reveals the texture and abrasiveness of consumed foods. Isotopic analysis of enamel can determine the proportion of C3 and C4 plants in the diet. Dental caries and enamel hypoplasia indicate periods of nutritional stress or disease. Comparative dental morphology helps to classify hominid species and trace evolutionary relationships. Stone tools are analyzed to determine their function based on wear patterns and residue analysis. Manufacturing techniques of stone tools are deduced through the study of fracture patterns and knapping methods. Stone tools provide insights into the cultural practices and technological capabilities of past societies. Different types of stone tools, such as hand axes, scrapers, and arrowheads, served diverse purposes in prehistoric life. Early hominid behavior and anatomy can be inferred through comparison with modern primates. Chimpanzees and gorillas serve as key comparative models for understanding hominid social structures. Comparative analysis helps to reconstruct early hominid tool use and environmental adaptation. Modern primate studies provide insights into hominid cognitive abilities and communication methods. The geological history of the Rift Valley spans millions of years, marked by significant tectonic activity. Hominid evolution in the Rift Valley is closely linked to the region's geological changes and environmental shifts. Volcanic activity and fault line development are key geological features of the Rift Valley's formation. The timeline of hominid evolution includes key species such as Australopithecus and Homo erectus. Geological strata provide a record of environmental changes and the context for hominid fossil discoveries. Early hominids potentially migrated within the Rift Valley due to resource availability and climate changes. Migration patterns may have extended beyond the Rift Valley, influenced by population growth and environmental pressures. These migrations facilitated the spread of early hominid species and the development of diverse populations. Understanding these migration patterns provides insights into human origins and the adaptability of early hominids. Evolutionary pressures, such as climate change, significantly influenced hominid development. Competition for resources acted as a key evolutionary pressure on early hominids. Predation posed a constant threat, shaping hominid behaviors and physical traits. These pressures collectively drove adaptations in hominids, leading to bipedalism, increased brain size, and tool use. Genetic studies provide key insights into hominid ancestry and evolutionary relationships. Comparative genomics allows scientists to trace the genetic lineage and divergence of different hominid species. Phylogenetic trees visualize the evolutionary connections between hominids based on genetic data. Analysis of ancient DNA reveals genetic contributions from different hominid groups to modern human populations. The hominid brain undergoes significant development over time, leading to key cognitive advancements. Brain development involves increased neural connections and more complex brain structures. Cognitive advancements include enhanced problem-solving, communication, and social skills. These advancements are crucial for the development of complex behaviors and intelligence. Early hominid communication likely involved a combination of vocalizations, gestures, and facial expressions. Vocalizations may have ranged from simple calls to more complex, nuanced sounds. Gestures and body language likely played a significant role in conveying meaning and intent. Facial expressions could have communicated emotions and social cues within early hominid groups. Evidence suggests early hominids may have utilized fire. Fire provided warmth, protection from predators, and a means to cook food. The use of fire could have significantly impacted early hominid survival rates. Fire may have fostered social behavior and communication within hominid groups. Early hominids utilized available natural materials for shelter construction. Branches formed the structural framework for basic shelters. Leaves provided insulation and protection from the elements. Simple lean-to shelters offered basic protection against wind and rain. The availability of materials influenced shelter design and construction techniques. Shelter construction improved survival rates by providing refuge and warmth. Early hominid clothing hypotheses suggest adaptation for protection against environmental elements. Speculation includes the use of animal hides as early forms of body coverings. Natural fibers and woven materials may have also served as protective layers. Clothing would have provided insulation against cold temperatures and protection from solar radiation. Early clothing may have also offered defense against insect bites and abrasive vegetation. Social learning played a crucial role in the transmission of knowledge within early hominid societies. Skills such as tool making and hunting were passed down through observation and imitation. This form of cultural transmission enabled the accumulation of knowledge across generations. Social learning facilitated adaptation and survival in changing environments. Cultural evolution in early hominids involves the development of traditions. Customs are a key component of cultural evolution, shaping social behaviors and interactions. Beliefs, as part of cultural evolution, influence decision-making and societal norms. Traditions, customs, and beliefs collectively define the cultural landscape of early hominid societies. The evolution of culture in early hominids led to increasingly complex social structures and adaptive strategies. Early hominid activities potentially impacted the Rift Valley environment through hunting practices. Habitat modification by early hominids represents another form of environmental impact. The assessment of these impacts involves analyzing archaeological evidence and paleo-environmental data. Understanding early hominid impacts provides insights into long-term environmental changes in the Rift Valley. Early hominids interacted with various animal species in their environment. Competition for resources was a common form of interaction between hominids and other species. Cooperation with certain animal species provided benefits to early hominids. These interactions influenced the evolutionary trajectory of both hominids and other species. Understanding these interactions provides insights into early hominid behavior and ecological adaptations. Skeletal remains provide direct evidence of diseases affecting early hominids. Environmental conditions significantly influenced the health challenges faced by early hominids. Analysis of skeletal structures reveals common ailments such as arthritis and injuries. Dental analysis can indicate dietary habits and nutritional deficiencies among early hominids. Paleopathological studies combine skeletal evidence with environmental data to understand disease prevalence. Mortality rates among early hominids are estimated using fossil evidence. Demographic models contribute to the estimation of early hominid mortality rates. Fossil evidence provides direct insights into the lifespan and causes of death of early hominids. Estimating mortality rates requires integrating fossil data with advanced demographic modeling techniques. Early hominid burial practices offer insights into their belief systems. Examination of burial sites provides evidence of early social structures. The presence of grave goods suggests symbolic thought and ritualistic behavior. Analysis of burial orientation and body position reveals clues about early hominid cosmology. Early hominid art provides insights into cognitive development and symbolic thinking. Cave paintings represent a form of symbolic communication and cultural expression. Decorated objects suggest an understanding of aesthetics and intentional design. The presence of art and symbolism indicates advanced cognitive abilities in early hominids. Assessments of early hominid cognitive abilities are based on brain size. Tool use provides insights into the cognitive capabilities of early hominids. Social behavior is an indicator of cognitive complexity in early hominid groups. Brain size correlates with cognitive capacity, reflecting information processing capabilities. The sophistication of tools reflects the level of planning and problem-solving abilities. Complex social structures suggest advanced communication and cooperative skills. Early hominid emotional range encompasses hypotheses regarding empathy. Compassion is considered as a potential component of early hominid emotional capacity. Aggression also forms part of the hypothesized emotional spectrum of early hominids. These emotional hypotheses are based on archaeological evidence and comparative primate studies. Understanding early hominid emotions provides insights into the evolution of human social behavior. The emotional range of early hominids is a subject of ongoing scientific investigation and debate. Early hominid family structures potentially included monogamy, characterized by a single male and female pair. Polygamy, another possible family structure, involves one male with multiple female partners and their offspring. Group parenting suggests a communal approach where multiple adults contribute to raising offspring. These varied family structures reflect different strategies for survival and reproductive success in early hominid societies. Territoriality in early hominids involved marking territories to establish boundaries. Resource defense was a key aspect of territorial behavior, ensuring access to essential supplies. Evidence suggests early hominids actively defended their territories against intruders. Territorial marking may have involved visual cues, such as piles of stones or modified landscapes. The defense of resources ensured the survival and reproductive success of the group. Territorial behavior likely played a crucial role in the social structure and organization of early hominid groups. Early hominid societies exhibited both conflict and cooperation. Competition among hominids often arose from scarcity of resources. Cooperation enhanced survival rates and resource acquisition for early hominids. The balance between conflict and cooperation shaped the social dynamics of early hominid groups. Early hominid societies likely developed mechanisms for conflict resolution and cooperative strategies. Early hominids developed strategies for managing essential resources such as water, food, and shelter. Water management involved locating sources, transporting liquids, and storing water for future use. Food resource management included foraging, hunting, and preserving edible plants and animals. Shelter management focused on constructing temporary or semi-permanent structures for protection from the elements and predators. Early hominids adapted to climate change through migration. Migration allowed hominids to seek environments with more stable resources. Dietary shifts were another crucial adaptation to changing food availability. Changes in dentition reflect the transition from plant-based to more varied diets. Adapting to new food sources provided hominids with essential nutrients for survival. These adaptations increased the likelihood of survival and propagation of hominid species. Early hominids developed improved tool designs, enhancing their capabilities. Technological innovation in tools allowed for more efficient hunting techniques. Advanced hunting techniques increased the success rate of acquiring food resources. Improved tool designs facilitated the processing of hunted animals. Technological innovation led to better resource utilization and survival rates. Early technological advancements laid the foundation for future innovations. Early hominid communities exhibited social organization, including defined leadership roles. Division of labor was a key aspect of early hominid social organization, enhancing group efficiency. Leadership roles likely involved coordinating group activities and resolving conflicts. Social organization in early hominids facilitated survival and adaptation to changing environments. Early hominids may have used visual signals for long-distance communication. Smoke signals could have served as a method for transmitting messages across vast areas. Messengers were likely employed to carry information between groups or settlements. These early communication methods facilitated coordination and survival within hominid communities. Early hominids employed various defense strategies to protect themselves from predators. Group living provided enhanced protection through increased vigilance and collective action. Tool use, such as wielding stones or branches, served as a deterrent against potential attackers. Vocalization and alarm calls alerted group members to danger, facilitating coordinated responses. Strategic use of terrain, such as seeking refuge in trees or caves, offered temporary safety. Early hominids employed various hunting techniques to acquire animals for sustenance. Trapping involved creating concealed pits or snares to capture unsuspecting prey. Stalking required patience and stealth to approach animals undetected. Cooperative hunting involved groups of hominids working together to pursue and capture larger animals. These hunting strategies reflect early hominids' adaptability and intelligence. Successful hunting provided essential nutrients and resources for survival and development. Early hominids gathered plant-based foods, including fruits, as a primary food source. Roots were another essential component of the early hominid diet, providing necessary nutrients. Seeds offered a concentrated source of energy and nutrients for early hominids. Simple tools aided in the gathering and processing of these plant-based foods. Gathering methods varied based on the type of plant and its availability in different environments. Plant-based foods provided essential vitamins and minerals necessary for survival. Early hominids potentially employed food drying as a method of preservation. Burying food underground could have served as a rudimentary form of refrigeration. Drying reduces water activity, inhibiting microbial growth and slowing spoilage. Burying lowers temperature, which also slows down microbial activity and enzymatic reactions. These early storage techniques extended the availability of food resources. Early hominids employed various strategies to acquire water in their environment. One method involved collecting rainwater, a crucial resource in arid climates. Depressions in rocks served as natural rainwater harvesting systems. Digging shallow wells was another technique to access subsurface water sources. These wells tapped into underground water reserves, providing a sustainable water supply. The ingenuity of early hominids in water acquisition demonstrates their adaptability to challenging environments. Early hominids navigated the Rift Valley using prominent natural landmarks. Celestial cues, such as the sun's position, aided in directional orientation. The consistent patterns of stars at night provided another navigational tool. Memory of landscape features and their relative positions was crucial for efficient travel. The ability to mentally map the environment enhanced survival and exploration. Combining landmark recognition with celestial observation enabled accurate navigation. Early hominids explored new territories to seek essential resources. The search for new food sources drove hominids to expand their range. Escaping environmental threats was a key motivator for hominid exploration. Competition with other groups pushed hominids to discover new habitats. Exploration facilitated adaptation to diverse environments and climates. Evidence suggests early hominids engaged in trade or exchange of goods. Exchange networks facilitated the distribution of essential resources among hominid groups. Tool-making materials, such as obsidian, were commonly traded among early hominids. The exchange of goods promoted social interaction and cooperation between different hominid groups. Trade networks may have contributed to the spread of new technologies and cultural practices. The development of trade suggests a level of social complexity among early hominids. Cultural exchange among early hominids potentially involved sharing knowledge. The exchange of customs may have been another form of cultural interaction. Such exchanges could have facilitated the spread of beneficial technologies and social practices. Cultural exchange may have contributed to the adaptability and survival of early hominid groups. Innovation diffusion explores how new tools and technologies spread among early hominid groups. The spread of innovations can be influenced by geographic proximity and migration patterns. Social learning and cultural transmission are key mechanisms in the diffusion of new tool designs. Environmental pressures and resource availability can drive the adoption and adaptation of new technologies. The archaeological record provides evidence for the spread of innovations through the distribution of tool types. Early hominid groups exhibited social dynamics characterized by cooperation to enhance survival. Competition for resources such as food and mates also shaped social interactions within hominid communities. Conflict resolution mechanisms, including gestures and vocalizations, were essential for maintaining group cohesion. These social dynamics played a crucial role in the evolutionary success of early hominids. Early hominid groups required leadership for effective decision-making. Leaders in early hominid groups likely played a crucial role in conflict resolution. Potential leadership qualities included intelligence, strength, and communication skills. Effective leaders facilitated cooperation and resource allocation within the group. Leadership may have emerged from demonstrated expertise in hunting or gathering. The ability to predict environmental changes could have also contributed to leadership status. Early hominid societies likely transmitted knowledge and skills through observation and imitation. Practical skills, such as tool-making and hunting techniques, were crucial for survival and passed down through generations. Oral traditions and storytelling served as key methods for conveying cultural knowledge and historical information. Social learning, involving direct instruction and collaborative problem-solving, facilitated the acquisition of complex skills. Trial and error, combined with observation, allowed for the refinement of techniques and adaptation to changing environments. The transmission of knowledge ensured the continuity and advancement of early hominid societies. Storytelling likely played a crucial role in early hominid cultures. Storytelling served as a mechanism for transmitting knowledge across generations. Early narratives were instrumental in conveying cultural values and social norms. Storytelling facilitated the development of shared identity and social cohesion within hominid groups. The oral tradition preserved and passed down essential survival skills through engaging narratives. Early hominids may have engaged in ritualistic behaviors, including celebrations. Mourning practices could have been another form of ritualistic expression among early hominids. These rituals potentially served to strengthen social bonds and provide a sense of community. The specific nature and meaning of these early hominid rituals remain largely speculative. Hypotheses suggest early hominids may have held beliefs such as animism. Animism posits that spirits inhabit natural objects and phenomena. Another proposed belief is ancestor worship, focusing on deceased relatives. Ancestor worship involves rituals and reverence towards deceased family members. These beliefs provide insights into the cognitive and social development of early hominids. Early hominid behavior may have been governed by potential moral codes or ethical principles. The examination of these potential moral codes provides insights into the social structures of early hominids. Ethical principles may have influenced cooperation, resource sharing, and conflict resolution among early hominids. Understanding these moral codes can shed light on the evolutionary origins of human morality. Reconstructing these ethical frameworks requires interdisciplinary approaches, combining archaeology, anthropology, and evolutionary biology. Hypotheses suggest early hominid societies may have adhered to unwritten laws or rules. These rules likely governed social interactions, resource allocation, and group survival. Evidence for such rules is inferred from archaeological findings and comparative studies of primate behavior. The existence of early social rules implies a capacity for abstract thought and cooperative behavior in hominids. Understanding early social rules provides insights into the origins of human legal and ethical systems. Early hominid communities likely developed methods for conflict resolution to ensure group survival. Conflict resolution mechanisms may have included mediation by elders or respected individuals. Simple forms of justice could have involved restitution, where offenders compensated victims for harm. Social ostracism might have served as a punishment for serious offenses against the community. The concept of fairness likely played a crucial role in maintaining social cohesion within these groups. These early methods of justice laid the groundwork for more complex legal systems in later societies. Early hominid societies employed mechanisms of social control to maintain order and cooperation. Ostracism served as a powerful tool to exclude individuals who violated societal norms. Punishment, in various forms, acted as a deterrent against undesirable behaviors. Social control mechanisms fostered group cohesion and adherence to shared values. Effective social control contributed to the survival and stability of early hominid groups. The threat of ostracism or punishment reinforced conformity and discouraged disruptive actions. Early hominids formed communities to enhance survival and cooperation. A strong sense of belonging was crucial for early hominid social structures. Community living provided protection from predators and access to shared resources. Shared knowledge and skills were passed down within early hominid communities, fostering cultural development. Early hominid identity markers can be categorized as individual or group-based. Individual identity markers may include unique skeletal features or modifications. Group identity can be expressed through shared tool-making techniques or symbolic artifacts. Burial practices and grave goods can also indicate group affiliation and cultural identity. Genetic markers provide insights into population structure and relatedness among hominid groups. The study of these markers helps reconstruct the social structures and cultural evolution of early hominids. Early hominids laid the groundwork for subsequent human evolution through anatomical and behavioral adaptations. The development of bipedalism in early hominids freed their hands, enabling the use of tools and manipulation of the environment. Increased brain size in hominids facilitated cognitive development, including problem-solving, social interaction, and communication. The legacy of early hominids includes the foundational traits upon which modern human culture, technology, and society are built. The African Rift Valley provides a geological record of Earth's dynamic processes. The Rift Valley's formation is attributed to tectonic forces causing the Earth's crust to spread and fracture. This region is a cradle of human evolution, preserving fossil evidence of early hominids. The valley's diverse ecosystems support a wide array of plant and animal life. Volcanic activity and geothermal features contribute to the unique environment of the Rift Valley. The Rift Valley serves as a natural laboratory for studying geological and biological evolution. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you will be updated for more videos.